Straight out of Dallas, Texas, we have Heritage Minerals here, and they always have some fantastic stuff that they have on their auctions. They brought a bunch of display cases here, and surprise, surprise, we've got mineral artist Tama Higuchi, who now works for Heritage Auctions, that we're going to go and chat with and learn a little bit about what they've brought and what they have planned for the future. Come join us.
And Heritage Auctions, there is our famous Tama Higuchi. Tams, how you doing, Gooch Gooch? Good to see you.
Good to see you too, and good to see all of you guys watching today.
Fantastic. How's it going for you here on the floor of the 2023 HardRock Summit?
It is such a fantastic show. You know, this is really where all the great dealers come together and show the best of their material. And every year there's always something different. There's always some new stories to talk about. So it's always great to be here. And then today I am here with Heritage Auctions. And all you can see here is stuff that we have on preview for upcoming October 11th auction, number 8131.
October 11th. And what collection are we auctioning on October 11th?
We have quite a few minerals, but we are focusing on two different collections.
Okay.
So to start, these two top shelves, one of which we'll show later, is the collection of Brian McLaughlin. And this is a guy out of Detroit, just around Detroit. And his taste in minerals is really unusual because for someone his age, he's a very young guy. He had a very sophisticated taste. So if you can see through these two cases, we have pseudomorphs, we have unusual Sumeb specimens. There's quite a bit of alpine material, actually. So you'll see the hematite on albite. You've got this really unusual Austrian tourmaline. Don't know quite exactly what species it is. It's very weird. You have a bisylite, apatite, all kinds of strange things from those high up snowy mountains. And then, of course, you have some really beautiful classic thumbnails as well with lots and lots of color. And then in addition to that, we have the Raul Sanabria collection. And Raul was a exploration geologist from Spain. Okay. And he developed two different sub-collections. One was Spanish material and one was worldwide. So we acquired his worldwide collection. And here we have just a small selection of some of the best that he had. We have this incredible gold from Los Delirios, one of the best from that mine. Very unusual locality that not many people have heard about. Of course, a gorgeous kunzite with some quartz on the bottom, a nice little association. Just in general, some really interesting worldwide minerals, a lot of classics, but still very beautiful and very aesthetic.
Now, when you say that Heritage acquired it, does that mean that Heritage owns it, or is it all on consignment to Heritage?
So we do both. The way Heritage works is that we do consignments where the collectors can actually come to us with their collections. They want to, sell their minerals and maybe upgrade or change up things a little bit. So they'll consign it with us where they still own it, but we sell it for them for a small fee.
Okay.
Or sometimes we'll buy collections depending on what's in it. You never know.
That seems like it's kind of new because when I was doing work with Heritage, it seems like everything was only consignment. So is that something new that's happened?
It usually is consignment, but once in a while, if we find something really cool, we might be a little flexible.
Super. Yes. Okay. Well, speaking of really cool, I know that you've pulled a few special specimens out.
We've got a couple
to share
really
with us here.
Cool things out here. So let's start with the right, since we were just talking about the McLaughlin collection. This is a rutilated quartz on matrix. And if you were to see this and you didn't see the label, you didn't know where this came from, you would think, oh, it's probably Brazil.
Yeah.
This is Swiss. This is a beautiful Swiss rutilated quartz. It is just chock full of beautiful golden rutile, like almost like gold threads trapped inside of this crystal. And what's interesting is you rarely see this stuff on matrix. And even if you look very closely, some of the quartz crystals on the matrix still have rutile in them. But of course, that focal crystal is really the main feature of this nice matrix piece.
Fantastic.
Yeah, great locality piece. And then moving on to Raul Sanabria's collection, we have this amazing piece. Oh, yeah.
I'm very familiar with this locale.
Pedernera, of course, the famous Pedernera mine. And more importantly, this comes from the Grandin pocket. So this Grandin piece has incredible aesthetics, exactly what you want in any tourmaline specimen. You've got that gorgeous focal point, a single crystal shooting off into the sky, and then off on the side in the matrix, you have this Clevelandite that's almost blue. When you get really good Clevelandite, it gets almost a blue shade. And then, of course, this very euhedral, sharp orthoclase crystal feldspar on the side. I love this thing because no matter how you display it, these sticks are so wonderful. You've got this gorgeous V shape. It's one of my favorite pieces in the auction.
Do we have any information on how many repairs on this piece?
So this piece is stabilized just around here where you see the lepidolite, because the Clevelandite does have a tendency to be a little unstable. But other than that, I think maybe 3 repairs on the crystal itself.
And that's typical for Pedonera pieces.
Of course it is. When you have a crystal this long,
it's got to be acceptable.
That's going to happen. But I mean, I think it's pretty easy to see past that when you consider the aesthetics of this amazing crystal.
That's understood when it comes to Pedonera.
Exactly.
To get an undamaged, unrepaired piece is nearly impossible. I won't say totally impossible, but it is really as close to impossible as
if you have one unrepaired, let us know.
Yeah.
Please do. And then, of course, everyone knows what these are. They've been causing quite a stir lately, especially. Ooh, alien eye fluorite. So, of course, these are very well known for their very distinct zoning. You've got the clear transparent edges, which sharply transitions into that beautiful black, which outlines a gorgeous window of emerald green core. And you can see from the back, this is, of course, where it grew out from the pocket. So it's all contact from the side of the pocket. But you can really see that green color. But, of course, that shines through super well from the display side. No repairs, no restorations. It's in excellent condition. And my favorite thing about this is when you look at it straight down at this angle, you get both of those green zones in the middle on each side of the face, so you get that perfect alien eye look.
Absolutely.
And of course, that side crystal definitely helps.
Super.
Awesome piece.
Always fun to see these Namibian pieces.
Yep. And they are hard to find.
Oh, yeah.
Really hard to find. And then, of course, last but not least, we have this specimen from HardRock, and this actually comes from the old finds in the 1990s. I hate to say that's old now, but it's somewhat 30 years now.
Listen, kiddo.
Well, so of course, being a find from the 1990s, you have that classic bubblegum pink tourmaline, that albite on top. And the way this is arranged with the tourmaline kind of shooting off from the side, and then you have that big but really, really sharp, high quality smoky quartz right in the middle. You have these really incredible aesthetics. And of course, you have that lepidolite, these beautiful, almost sugary looks.
Yeah.
And you can even see in that smaller quartz crystal, there's a little bit of lepidolite inside.
Super.
Yeah.
Super.
So, of course, HardRock is a very prolific locality. You see so much from there. So it's really special when you find something that really stands out from the rest of them.
Fantastic.
So
all these pieces are going to be part of the October 11th auction?
Yes. So all of these will be featured in the auction. We have, of course, our usual catalog that will have all of the information, so you can have this mailed to you. And then, of course, all the information will be online as well. So if you go to ha.com/8131, that's the auction number, 8131, you will find all of these minerals with their descriptions. You'll find additional photos, videos. And then, of course, if you have any questions about any of the lots, feel free to email me or Nick Valenzuela, who's the director of Fine Minerals. We will be happy to take care of you, answer any questions that you have. And then otherwise, we'll see you October 11th for the auction.
Super. Okay. And so a new thing for next year that I think people need to be aware of is that you are now joining the Tucson Fine Mineral Gallery,
yes,
and you're going to be located there.
We will be right front and center in the foyer at the Fine Minerals Gallery. We'll be displaying more than a couple amazing minerals, of course, in those cases. So it's really great for us to have a presence there, because we really want to connect with those fine mineral collectors. Heritage is a big company, of course, but we're really trying to push fine minerals as a department here. So we'd love to see you in Tucson. We'll be out at the Fine Minerals Gallery. Nick and I will be out there if you want to catch us. And of course, we'll have some really special material up on display at that time.
I love it. You are going to be my neighbor, so
wonderful.
We will see you there. We'll get some good finds. All right. Thank you, Tama.
You're very welcome.
Cheers.
Take care, Brian.